Josh Alston here with Nerdcore News, and I'm here with the one, the only Greg Eagles. Sir, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great, man. Good to be here.
You might recognize Greg from such voice talents as Afro Samurai, The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, and let me just start with that right there, because I used to love watching that cartoon, and I've always wondered, when you were doing the voice, was it your idea to give him the accent, or was that part of the character written out, or?
Actually, when I auditioned for it initially, they didn't know what they wanted. Initially, the creator, Maxwell Adams, was looking for more like a British sort of spooky British type voice, you know, like an Edgar Allan Poe-ish type character. So I just put a little Jamaican thing on there because I thought of an actor by the name of Jeffrey Holder, who I used to watch when I was a kid. So I came up with it, and they just fell in love with it. So it was pretty much all me doing an improvisational stretch, trying to give them different variations of things. Yeah.
And it was definitely a different take on the Grim Reaper that I loved, and the mannerisms that came with the voice were hilarious. The constant frustration between him and the kids, and the whole thing starting off with him being bound to him. I mean, how did you, when you first get to read the script and the idea and you're seeing this and knowing it's a children's cartoon, what was the first thing that goes through your mind?
I actually liked it. I thought it was an out there concept. I mean, two kids that can basically boss death around. I mean, you know, you don't get no more out there than that. So I was really turned on by the concept. And then we just took it and had a lot of fun with it, you know?
Absolutely. And getting to work with the other voice talents, was it one of the situations where you're each coming in at separate times to do the voice work? Or was it one of the rare occasions where you all get to be in the same room, same time recording?
Oh, we were all there at the same time. We were riffing off each other. I was working with great actors like Richard Horvitz, who played the voice of Billy. This is Billy. And Grady Lowell, who played Mandy. So no, we were all there in the sessions at the same time. Yeah.
When doing the voices for Grimm on the different incarnations of the character in the different cartoons, and then going to something as serious as Afro Samurai, how does that transition for you voice-wise?
Well, it really wasn't that much of a difference in the voice. I mean, Grimm was a very low register, and so was the voice of the Afro Samurai character that I played. I played several different characters, but the main character was the voice of Sam Jackson's father, his father. So it was all back in his memory, and we did like a lot of flashback things. But the voices, the basic timbre of the voice, even though the actual storyline was a lot more serious, but the basic voice was the same. So I didn't really have to switch up vocally that much, you know, just give them more serious attitude, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Getting into the spirit of Afro Samurai when you're reading the script, do you have any kind of involvement in the samurai stuff? Like, do you know anything about the codes of Bushido that they had, or the messages the cartoons put out?
I'm not really that much involved in the actual writing of it or the scripting of it. I mean, they just they give us some backstory, and they tell us what exactly the feeling of the scene at which they were actually recording. A lot of it is very much episodic. I mean, you know, we go in at the studio, and they say, well, this is happening now, and this is happening now, and this is happening now, and this is what you're going to do. So it's not where we get really knee-deep into the backstory of it as an actor. You know, even though when I see it pieced together, the whole concept, I really appreciate it, you know, because the direction that they do give us is very precise. But it's not something that's all that in-depth where we have to, like, really, you know, get behind the story. They just give us a particular situation, and they want to hear the emotional reaction to a particular situation and how we will go about voicing that reaction, you know.
And that's what really separates voice actors from normal actors, is that voice actors have the harder job of not only having to put themselves in the moment, but do it all in their head while giving the emotion and the inflection to the character. So I want to thank you very much for spending your time with us.
Thank you.
A very much pleasure.
This is my character, the Grim Reaper. Yes, Billy and Mandy, the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Right, Cartoon Network, tell them you want to bring it back.
That is a campaign I'm behind 100%. Absolutely. Start writing your congressman, in fact. This is a show we need to bring back. It was an amazing, amazing show. Sir, again, thank you very, very much. For Nerdcore News, Josh Alston, we're out.